wow, this World Cup is something else. So we've seen two more teams go through today. Brazil beat Mexico 2-0. Probably not as close a game as some would have liked. Mexico gave it their all, but Brazil were just too good for them. Neymar is very good. Willian was excellent, from what I saw, and other than Neymar's theatrics, really, those Brazil were just excellent. Winning that 2-0, and they'll go and play Belgium, who's just after in an amazing game beating Japan. Like, this World Cup is just something else. I wasn't even going to do a video tonight. I wasn't going to do many coming off the last 16, but there's so much going on. So we'll start anyway with Belgium, and like, they really were so bad for a lot of part of this game. Like, they actually, I didn't think they played too bad in the first half, but then once they conceded, their heads completely dropped. I don't know if it's a happy camp in there. I wouldn't be too sure of it. I did say I'm worried about their defense, their three at the back, in case something happens to them. I think they're slow, they're aging, their attitude isn't great, and they've very little experience coming into tournament football. So I was kind of worried about that. A lot of those things did show up today against Japan. Japan were so unlucky. We're 1-0 up, obviously, with Hariguchi in the 48th minute, and then Takashi Inui, who looks an unreal player, looks a really, really good player, that guy. Made a 2-0 like 5 minutes later. They needed a fluke from Vertonghen header. He just went to head it back in. It was a corner, it was not clear, and he just headed it back across the goal and just looped into the net. And then Marouane Fellaini came on, obviously changed the game, very direct again. I've always said in any video where anyone, if you ever known about football, Fellaini's best position is high up the field as possible. You got to get into the box, win the headers, get chested down, win the flick onto him in there. He's best in there. He's not a midfielder, he's a striker. He is. And Narsat Chadli with a dramatic last minute goal with De Bruyne with a great counter attack from Japan's corner. So again, everyone's giving out about Japan going for the corner, but again, maybe they were out on their feet and they couldn't do another half an hour. No one's actually said that, because they were their worst and tired legs in that team the last 10 minutes, and they were kind of hanging on. You could see that, like, Belgium had a lot more in the tank, and I think they would have gone on and beat them anyway in extra time because of that. So maybe they were just completely gassed and they couldn't go anymore, and they go, look, we'll just get the ball into the box, see what happens. But again, it was a bit, it was very naive and just lack of know-how. They should have made sure that there was at least two guys kind of covering. And look, they're gone, but Japan were brilliant again. Like Iran, all these little teams are coming through. Wow, they're credit to everyone. Like, they really, like, there's been no whipping boys in this tournament really, at all. It's been absolutely fantastic. I think there's everything like about the underdogs are all doing so well. Well, that sees Belgium through, and they'll play Brazil on Friday, and that's going to be some game. Kick off 7 o'clock, and I think they might do a little, with the underdog tag they might have, it might be a bit better, but I think Brazil will have too much for them. Belgium will need to improve a lot. And I think what he should do is, personally, Martinez, I said it in one of the preview video as well for the group stages, I think when they get to the quarterfinals, I thought they might struggle to get past that. If they're going to get Brazil, which they have, that I'd probably put De Bruyne into an attacking midfield role and bring in Dembele, and go with two holding players rather than De Bruyne in there, and maybe let Hazard, De Bruyne and Lukaku be your front three. But we'll see if he does that. I don't know if De Bruyne and Hazard seem to be kind of arguing a lot anyway. And obviously, I mentioned earlier, Brazil beating Mexico 2-0. So that stems through. I want to talk about last night as well. I want to talk about the Spain game from yesterday. Two penalty shootouts yesterday. Croatia beat Denmark. Delighted for that one. I hope Croatia can go far. Kasper Schmeichel saved 3 penalties in the space of 10 minutes. One against Modric and then 2 in the actual penalty shootout. And Spain, went 1-0 up against Russia in their game. Own goal by Ignashevich. Probably would have been a penalty anyway. So 1-0 up, and then PK with a stupid handball and gave them a chance. Shuba knocked it away, 1-1, and they didn't really threaten at all. And you could see how slow Russia were in the last Euros and the Confederations Cup. So in 2016 and 2017 and now 2018, they still have no pace in the team, and they didn't run at them. They just played in front of them all the time, and they never really threatened. Rodrigo was probably their best player. He came on, and Iniesta tried. But there was too much fun. I couldn't believe he left Koke on the pitch, and there's something to do with missing the penalty. He wasn't having a good game. Should have left David Silva on. He'll quicken the pace with Iniesta. Aspas, really poor. May as well just have left Costa on if you're going to bring on 2 strikers. Costa's your best bet. At least you have give a different option. If you put the ball in the box, he'll win a header. Aspas isn't going to do that. Not blaming Aspas, obviously he did miss a penalty, but I wouldn't blame him for that. But Hierro just couldn't find a way to break these guys down, and Russia got through. Now I said that Russia would be doing well to get out of the group, and to be honest, they've surprised me despite everyone. The media, everyone going that they were the worst Russian team they've ever seen. I still think a lot of my prediction was right, though. They have no pace in the team. They are physical. They knock it up to Juba, and they play off him. And they have 38-year-old playing centre half in Ignashevich, and he hasn't been exposed yet. And no one has done this. And it's unbelievable. No one has actually figured this out yet. Now, they're doing really, really well, Russia. They're probably under a hell of a lot of pressure for political reasons and, representing the country, the home nation. And fair play to them. They're doing well, but these guys are... How they're in the quarterfinals, I'll never know. But you never know the way this tournament is going. Anyone can win it at this stage, even England, and they have a good chance anyway. Tomorrow against Colombia. So back to Spain anyway. Obviously Lopetegui, left Hierro, and then he came in a day later. Like complete mess going into it. Iniesta's retired now. They just had no pace in the team. I didn't think Spain would win it. I said if they can click and they can find ways to win, they'll have a chance. If you look at the past couple of tournaments they have won, 2008, they have Villa and Torres. They played two up front. They actually played 4-4-2 in that tournament. They played Iniesta and Silva out wide, and had Marcus Senna holding with Xavi in the middle. Which with the pace of Villa and Torres, but obviously Torres was still at Liverpool at this stage. Before all of his injuries, they were able to run in behind. They had electric pace up front. They were clinical up front. That's what they had. 2010, they actually used, if you look back, they used Jesus Navas quite a lot in that tournament when he was at Sevilla back then, and he was used as a right winger. Not maybe because he was their best player, but he was the first man Del Bosque always looked to. In a lot of the tight games, you either played him or brought him on, gave that bit of pace, ran in behind. Spain don't have that anymore. Look at 2012. Pedro was used a lot. He was that kind of guy for that. So they don't have that anymore. 2014, they had nothing out in the groups. 2016, Croatia really battered them in 2016. They were gone. So they don't have that sort of style anymore. They've got really neat, good dribblers and stuff like that, but they don't have that guy who will run the other way, and they have that issue. They need to resolve that one way or the other. So that's what I thought was Spain's biggest issue. And at the end of the day, they only won one game in this tournament, and they were lucky to win it. It was against Iran. They got a 3-3 draw against Portugal. Probably should have won that. They did play very well that day. Beat Iran 1-0, and were lucky they got a last-minute Desmond against Morocco. Thanks to VAR, which did come down. It was a goal, to be fair, but again, they're relying on VAR. It was very close, and they did top the group. So they didn't win one. They only won one game over 90 minutes out of 4. Undefeated, yeah, but not good enough for Spain. And we'll see what happens there. I don't think Hierro will stay in the job, and I think a lot will retire. Silva might go, whenever Piqué or Ramos might go, one of them might go. Iniesta's already gone. De Gea had a poor tournament. He'll stay on, but there was a lot of players there that just didn't perform. They didn't perform at all. I'm sad to lose Spain personally, but a lot of people are happy. But I would like to see them do better, because I think when they do click and they do play well, they're a joy to watch. Anyway, Colombia England tomorrow. I don't know how that's gonna go. I think if James Rodriguez plays, I think Colombia will win. But if he doesn't, I think this could go to penalties. It could go to penalties anyway. Switzerland, Sweden is the last one as well, and well, again, Switzerland have probably been more impressive going forward, but the Swedes' tenacity and hard work and defense has been excellent. Very unlucky to lose against Germany in their group game, and they've done really well. They stuffed Mexico and all this. They played really well. I think that could go to penalties as well, so we could be getting another penalty shootout. It's the most dramatic, exciting World Cup I can remember in years. Probably since France '98, it's probably the best tournament. If you look at the last few World Cups, 2014 was good. Got a bit slower as the tournament went on, but this is actually getting better as the tournament went on. It hasn't really stopped, to be honest. And there was a lot of goals in the group stages in 2014, and then it kind of was a lot of 1-0s and stuff like that in the latter stages. 2010 was very boring. The Vuvuzelas was pissing everyone off. And 2006, again, Italy kind of won it with their hard work, defensive work. France, again, same, got to the final. Wasn't a great tournament. Well, 98 was great, but obviously Brazil and France, they were really top teams. Croatia, really, really attacking. So it is very much like that. It's a fantastic tournament. The underdogs are doing so well. and I'm really enjoying it, and people just have to go out and watch it. I know people who don't even watch football, don't care about football, have been watching penalty shootouts, really enjoying it, really enjoying the matches. That's what football's all about. So anyway, look, take a listen to all the other videos. I probably won't catch you tomorrow night for the England game, but I'll probably catch you end of the week or something like that. And let's hope these good matches continue. What a ride we're having.